After 7 hours of travelling from Colombo to Kilinochchi, the project team makes the final preparations for tomorrow's workshop. As a former stronghold of the LTTE during the Civil War, the Mulativu district has a high population of persons with disabilities. The district is on the northeast coast of the island and about 2 hours' drive from Kilinochchi. After a full day of travelling yesterday, it was an early start for the EFC team.
Say hi to the camera right in front of you.
Ms. Manik Gunaratna, a senior trainer for the visually impaired at the EFC and herself blind, spoke about who these particular workshops were aimed
Here we are
at.
having the workshop in Mulativu and with the sponsorship of the ILO LEEDS project. Today the program is for persons with disabilities and their families.
So we are running the program from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. The whole day. So we are doing like PowerPoint presentations, role plays and all these things to give our ideas, to share their experiences with us and share our experiences with them.
The original project commenced in 2011 and was designed to provide economic opportunities for persons with disabilities in the north. There is an underlying assumption that jobs and income-generating opportunities were not being extended to persons with disabilities. Having worked in the region for over 3 years now, the EFC strongly challenges this idea. It appears that jobs are there, but disabled persons simply aren't coming forward. One common barrier preventing employment seems to be the disabled person's families. Today's workshops attempts to address this. Project manager Ms. Jaya Bula talks about who is expected to attend the sessions today. We are coming from the Employers Federation of Ceylon. We are conducting workshops for persons with disabilities and their family members to increase their income through livelihood activities and see how they can get job opportunities from employers, how they can increase their market linkages with big companies. We are looking at what the barriers are in the community and how they can be overcome with the support of family members and the community members to make sure that there is accessibility to all. I hope after this workshop, people with disabilities, family members and the community people will change their mindset from dependent to independent. And for sure, employment opportunities will make positive changes in the quality of their lives. Another significant barrier to entering the world of work is accessibility to facilities like schooling, healthcare, banking and transport, systems that are often denied to persons with disabilities. At the workshop, a disabled participant speaks out against the discrimination he faced when trying to apply for a bank loan. One key part of the community workshop is the training given on disability etiquette, the do's and don'ts when interacting with disabled members of the community.
If you do like this, we cannot walk because we cannot get any sense. Always the guide should move forward. Then only I get the sense from the way that she is walking. I know whether it's a flat place or a mountain or the slope or whatever it is, we get the sense from the guide.
Large companies are also invited to speak about employment for disabled persons. The sessions are designed to break the myth that such places have no vacancies for disabled people. Today, Mr. Tusatan, Operations Manager for Taprobane Fisheries, speaks to the group about employment and job opportunities. He is also joined by 2 disabled employees who speak about the life-changing impact getting a job has made to them and their families.
Persons with disabilities, you have to work because the first thing you have to be independent. You have to change your mindset. Without being dependent, you have to be independent, financially stable. When you are working, you can be a role model to the society as well as for persons with disabilities. When you are employed and when you are financially and professionally stable, other persons with disabilities also will think that you are a role model and follow you. And also for the society, we are not a burden to the society. When you are financially stable and you change your mind, change the mindset of others and the society, you can change attitudes from sympathy to empathy, dependence to independence, hidden to open, segregation to integration, and exclusion to inclusion.
Ever mindful to keep lectures and PowerPoints to a minimum, the EFC adopts a show and tell tactic for the afternoon sessions. These interactive sessions are about changing the disability mindset. The team explain how attitudes towards disability have changed over time. The archaic traditional model believed that disabled people were outcasts to be shunned by communities. The traditional model was replaced by the medical model, which, although kinder, still viewed disabled persons as abnormal and held the premise that they would be unable to function in so-called normal society. Today's most progressive model accepts persons with disabilities as equal members of society. It views any inability to function in society as a problem of that society, not of the person themselves. Once the models were explained, the EFC team performed 2 small plays, one where a mother hides her disabled baby from friends out of shame, and a second where a doctor diagnoses a boy with learning difficulties as abnormal and unable to function in everyday society. After identifying the models, it was the turn of the participants to show how these attitudes could be changed to the social model.
When we met doctor, he said, okay, it's not a big problem, it can be changed. How is she? She said, yeah, okay, she's fine, she's okay now. But I have said, she is very clever, she is intelligent, she can understand everything, she is very great, and I'm happy about my child. She replied, I'm also happy about your child, and I'm very happy about you and your child. You told your child your happiness. Have my child, I will. Very nice, thank you. Hi, how are you? What is your problem? You can't yeah, my child have a problem. He's always doing something. Keep rolling and beating. You have to check my child.
After the end of a long and productive day, participants were asked to share their views about the sessions. 48-year-old wheelchair user Mr. Yoganandan said, I'm happy to participate in this workshop. I learned a lot to motivate myself and to be a role model for the community and other persons with disabilities. But when we face problems continually in the community, our confidence level drops. We would like to adopt the social model. We expect accessibility to all things in society. Thanks again for giving us the opportunity. I will try to be active and self-motivated and give myself strong goals to strive for. Many family members said they had never realized how important it was to support persons with disabilities.
Families are very important for persons with disabilities because they are the key point. Most of these families, especially persons with disabilities, they are marginalized from home. Persons with disabilities, they are not sent to school, they are not given vocational training, and when it comes to employment, families are the barriers for them to do a job. So therefore, today we are trying to change the mindset of the families, especially the parents. to make persons with disabilities educated, to come forward, be independent and do a job and be financially and professionally stable.
As he helped the team with the multimedia, 9-year-old Jesudas proved that the only barrier to doing anything in life is our mindset. To further cement the changed mindsets around disability, participants were asked to commit to a pledge. The pledge said, "I agree to join together with my peers in the Mulativu district to include persons with disabilities in the community. I will respect and help them by including persons with disabilities who are left out, by encouraging others in the community to also include and involve persons with disabilities, by protecting the rights of persons with disabilities, by continuing to have collaborative relationships, by refusing to watch, laugh, or join in when someone is being discriminated against, and by providing reasonable assistance wherever I can. By changing our mindset, we can change our world for ourselves and our children."